Basically, I'm gonna try and note out earlier, just kind of explaining how it started. I went to rehab a little over a year ago, and I was in a place where I couldn't do shit for 3 months, and I'm a workaholic, and you know what I'm saying. It's what I am. I like to work a lot. And basically, when I got my own condo that I was living in by myself, I got like a small recording set up and started making shit from there. Just to see if I could even make music, because it's a scary feeling doing something. I've been a drug addict for half my life. I'm 31 years old. I started doing drugs heavily when I was like 15 years old, and then at 16 it kind of escalated when my grandfather had passed away. He was like another dad to me. So whenever that happened, I kind of went off the deep end, and doing drugs was all I knew how to do to cope with anything, good, bad. If it was good, I wanted to make it better by getting high. If it was bad, I wanted to fucking numb it up and forget about it by getting high. It's all I never ever wanted to do. As this shit, whenever me and Ruby started this shit, I was already a drug addict. And as this shit started, as we started finding more success, it didn't cure any of the problems I had, any of the trauma I had. As much as people think money and shit, and the success and the notoriety will kind of fix your problems, and maybe this goes without saying, but maybe I was naive at the time, and I fucking, I thought it would fix some shit, but it didn't. It kind of just amplified things, and it made it even worse. And then, having the money and the resources to get and do whatever I wanted didn't help either. So I never wanted to get sober. A lot of people tried to step in and get me sober, but one thing I've learned through getting clean is like you can't make someone quit until they're ready to quit. You can do everything in the world, from begging to, everything. I'm sure you guys know, from begging, you just kind of have to hit a bottom on your own. And in my own way, I hit my own bottom. And even when I went to rehab, I didn't go to rehab trying to do a good, noble deed. Like, I wasn't like, you know what? Yeah, I'm fucking up. I need to go get some help. I was actually in a pretty toxic relationship, to where I was just trying to run and just trying to get away. And the only way I could do that legitimately, it's a very complex and complicated story, but the only way I could do that legitimately was, to use the excuse of, I need to go get help. I need to go to rehab. Just get me the fuck out of here. I was just trying to get the fuck out and figure it out later. But, and going to rehab, even when I went there, I had no intention of staying sober whatsoever. I thought I was going to go there for like 2 weeks, dry out, and then be right back to my bullshit. But, something happened. The place I went to Palm Desert. There's a bunch of facilities out there, and the place I went to was really great. The people were really great. And I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like a miracle. It's one of those things that'll make you get a cross tatted on your fucking face, because just something happened. But I think a lot of that, too, was fear of coming back home. I didn't want to come back home. I still didn't know how to deal with the shit that I had going on here, and that kept me out there. But it's kind of a blessing in disguise, keeping me out there, because it allowed me the time, to get myself right and shit. But You know, I try not to read the comments, but I'm a fucking human. I do it. You know, you read the good, you got to read the bad. But for the most part, it's been a lot of love, man. You know, it's been a roller coaster dropping this project with like the emotions and going through shit. You know, before it even dropped yesterday, I ain't gonna lie, I fucked up and I went on Reddit. Don't ever do that. And I started reading some of the comments from the people that had, you know, already gotten it over there, and some of the people were saying bad shit and whatever. I mean, it's their opinion, but you know, it just made me go from here to like fucking, and I was like, fuck, am I doing the right thing by doing this? Blah blah. You know, just some fear bullshit. One thing about fear, hey, remember this. One thing about fear is not real. That shit ain't real. That shit is an illusion. I just want to say that real quick, because getting clean and getting sober, you know, that was a big thing I had to deal with was a lot of fear. But anyway, yeah, so it's been a roller coaster, man. And, you know, me and my cousin got in the studio yesterday, so it kind of got my mind off of shit, working on our new project. And then, yeah, man, it was time to release. I was super excited. And just going through the comments, it's been a lot of love. It's been overwhelming, and it makes me feel really good. You know, making over 100 songs, it's you know, it's kind of hard to pick and to tell a story. Like, the fucking solo could have been laced with just straight hard sounding shit. I had it. You know, it could have been laced with whatever. But why even make a CRIM album at that point? Why not just fucking, you know, make more Suicide Boy shit? And, you know, that's kind of the conclusion I came to. And you know, with Ruby and the managers, the same with them. And, you know, a lot of those songs, believe me, they're not just in the can forever. You know, there's a plan for everything. You know, some of those songs that I had that were part of that 100 already came out. You know, with Ruby getting on some of them for Stop Staring at the Shadows. Some of them are getting worked on right now. You know, Ruby's still putting verses on them and shit and helping me kind of complete them and make them right. But overall, you know, I read some of the bad shit too, but whatever. It's to be expected, man. Like, art's subjective. You know, if you like it, if not, I see you big mad. CRIM used auto-tune, dude. He used auto-tune. Oh my God. Why don't he sound like 2015 CRIM? Why doesn't he sound like he's 25, 24 years old again? Oh my God. Let's fuck off. If you don't like it, don't listen, man. But you know, I feel like it's something that can. I feel like it's something that can grow on you. You know, the more you listen to it, listen to it for the first time, especially if you're expecting like Suicide Boy shit. I understand, as someone that listens to artists myself, and I'm a fan of artists, I understand the shock of like hearing something so different when it does come out. But you know, if you're up to it and you're open to it, you know, just keep giving it a couple listens, and I think you'll come around. Because, true story, my manager Kyle, you know, I was sending him all these songs as I was making them, and he would always bust my balls because they were soft, and you know, he likes all the hard shit and this and that. And long story short, you know, over a period of time of listening to it, it made me feel really good that, you know, he was talking to me the other day, and he's like, bro, this project has really grown on me. And, you know, there's a lot of songs on there that he now fucks with that I would have never, you know, guessed him fucking with before. But, you know, just a couple little tidbits about the album. You know, I think a lot of people think I'm talking about females the whole time. I am. Past relationships, girls that I've tried to have a normal relationship with. But a lot of the songs, you know, I talk about drugs as if they were a female to me, you know, someone that has my heart, someone that I'm in love with. So maybe, I'm not going to say which songs, but maybe go back and, you know, have that in your head whenever you listen to it. But, you know, I love y'all. I care about y'all, man. I really here to explain myself. I'm just here to kind of give you some insight on the album. And, you know, I mean, dude, it would take me all day to sit here and to go into detail of what I've been through the past year. Seriously. I know I'm kind of giving you a concise version, the cliff notes of it. But, you know, I just wanted to give you a little something to the album. And I honestly, now that I've done live a couple times, I fucking enjoy talking to y'all on here. It's dope, you know. Just like when we're at the shows and shit, I enjoy talking to y'all at the shows. Let me try and read this shit. All right, someone asked me a question. Thank you. I love y'all too. Questions, concerns, comments. I'm here to answer. Don't make me hit the end button. Y'all. Fuck you, Dana. Beta. Yeah, you know, y'all know what's coming out. I mean, we've given enough hints. Yeah, of course, Ruby got one coming out. DNS 3. You know, we're always working. As quiet as we are, we're always working. So it's going to be a good year. Especially, we don't know if we're going to be able to tour this year with everything going on. So with that being said, that just gives us more time to kind of lock in the studio. What's your favorite on the album? Oh, fuck. A lot of the songs, as they've gotten older, I've been listening to these songs for over a year. Some of them, it's kind of the more recent ones that I fuck with, just because they're newer. Because, you know, I made songs in Cali. I made songs when we were on tour. I made songs when I got back to Louisiana. Nightmare from the North Side. I mean, that goes without saying. Definitely Feel It Too. It's too much. Feel It Too is too much. Because that was the third song I had made. Like, I had made the first song ever when I got in the condo. That's going to be used for SB. I'll say that. I made the second song that's in the trash. And then the third song I made was Feel It Too. And, you know, that was a real raw time for me. With everything I was talking about. It was a very organic song. That's why it's really simple. I tried adding and doing different things to it, but it just kind of took away from the feel of it. But besides that, I really like Tell Me When I'm Good Enough. Fuck, what else? 20 fucking songs. I really like Euphoria. Because that song is just like, not every song to me was about being lyrical, you know? I try to express my emotions sonically through the sound of the song. So Euphoria to me did a really good job of like capturing the euphoria if I could take the euphoria I feel from a high and put it in a song and have it sound sonically like that, to me, my ears, it was like Euphoria. So I like that one a lot. and violent secrets, PTSD, and side effects, just because, you know, I kind of touch on my family situation, some of the things, you know, that kind of went down with that. I don't know, dude. I like the whole fucking thing. It's really delusions of grandeur, or however you say it. That's actually a AA term. We hear in AA and NA a lot. But I like that song. That was the last song I made that went on the album. I actually made that song probably like 2-3 weeks ago. And, you know, I just tried to kind of touch on the good shit I had going on in my life. Like the new house, the fact that I got a car, just my pops being happy that I'm doing well and being proud of me. And, you know, me and my manager, Kyle, is my best friend, my brother.